For the best gameplay capture there is, pick up an Elgato today. Links are in the description.
Hey guys, how's it going? MasterBucks here. Welcome to another episode of the Newcastle career mode in FIFA 17. Of course, in the last episode, we left it in this, the January transfer deadline day. I wanted you guys to leave some suggestions in the comments down below, and I now think I've got a little bit of an idea of what I might want to do in this January transfer deadline day. There's some players I might want to look to sell, some players I'm looking to loan, and on top of that, there might be one or two players maybe I could still bring in with the cash that I have. One thing I will say though is after we're done in the deadline day, we're going to move right on into February, where it pretty much just gets right into the grind of just finishing out games. We've of course got no cup games except for the final of the EFL Cup, which by the way, turns out it is going to be against West Ham. In the last episode, it said that it was 1-0 to Southampton, but apparently that must have just been the first leg. No, West Ham are going to be the team that we face. And after the final, it is just championship games. We focus on getting promoted. But before we move on, again, a look at the players that I've got transfer listed and loan listed, players that I feel like I don't need or players I just don't think are going to be able to get any game time whatsoever that I need to loan away. We've got Jesus Gomez, 31 and 76. Want to get something for him while he's still, relatively highly rated or at 76. You got Daryl Murphy. We've got abundance of strikers now in the team. I don't really need a 33-year-old aging striker. I want to get something for him now. And then, of course, you got Rob Elliott. We don't really need a third goalkeeper. We've already got Matt Sells, who's growing very well. We've got Carl Darlow as our second backup. And then you've got Rob Elliott. I think 30 years of age, probably going to start dropping off. Who knows? I'd like to get something for him as well. And then the two players that we brought in from our youth academy, I want loaned away. And the last thing we do before we advance ahead is, of course, going into the shortlist to take a look at who I want to pick up. There are 3 center attacking midfielders that I think I might want to go for because, of course, one thing that I did see and something that I do agree with is that I only actually have one center attacking midfielder, and that is Mo Diame. So I'd like to get at least another backup center attacking midfielder whilst I'm still rocking a formation that actually has a center attacking midfielder. Rog, Lopez, and Pereira. I don't have the exact stats on them. I don't have an overall. I don't even have a value. That is what's tricky about this. But have a look at this. We've got Marco Rog, who's in the last year of his contract. Lopez, who's in the last year of his contract. And no prizes for guessing what's up with Pereira. He's also in the last year of his contract. I know around about what their overall is. So off of that, I'm going to try to guess what is going to end up being a good deal for them. I'm going to start off with a $4 million bid for all 3 of those players. If one of them accepts, we just go with them, and I don't know. We will see what happens. But yeah, I might be overpaying. I might be getting a bargain. We will wait and see. So I'm going to happily take any of those 3 center attacking midfielders. If any of the clubs accept the offer, then I'm just going to get that player straight away. And if more than one accept, then I might have to make a decision, but still. Anyway, before we advance ahead and get the deadline day underway, I'll ask you guys again to see if we can hit the like target of 2,000 likes. You guys have done it constantly, time and time again. You're absolutely killing it when it comes to it. You're showing so much support. I'm loving you guys for it, so let's see if we can do it again. All right then, and we're underway. Are we going to hear back from both of these clubs? Hopefully straight away. I am not sure if we will. We get a transfer offer immediately for Jose Perez and Jack Colback. I don't think I want to sell Perez, although I'm getting some pretty nice offers, and the offer for Jack Colback is nothing really crazy. We could apparently get him for $9 million, although, I tell you what, I'm going to go for something crazy like 10 mil. So you're going to have to basically double to get Jack Colback. Perez, I don't want to lose. Colback, I might be able to live without. We will see, but either way, let's take a look. 8 hours in, and we still haven't heard back from Stoke. Bloody hell. It's another offer for Mbemba. I'm not even going to look at that offer because I do not want to sell Mbemba for any amount of money. 7 hours in, we're not getting any notifications right now. Seriously, nothing. This is ridiculous. Or is it just taking for fucking ever? Finally, 6 hours in, we're getting 3 notifications. I'm assuming these are for the center attacking midfielders that I've gone in for. And rejected, accepted, and unacceptable. They want 6.5 for him. You know what? I'm just going to accept the Maxime Lopez one. I think if I could have gotten my pick, I probably would have taken Pereira, but I think I'm very happy for Maxime Lopez to come to Newcastle. At least now I'm actually going to get another center attacking midfielder and not just Mo Diame. Let's go for 30 grand and 5 years. I swear I'm still waiting to hear back from Stoke as well. I'm assuming that this is going to be it. Everything's taking forever right now in the deadline day. And they've accepted 10.5 for Jack Colback. Well then, that's pretty interesting. Wow, 10 mil. Okay, well, there you freaking go. 10 mil for Jack Colback. We've gotten a very good amount for him. He hasn't really grown at all this season. I don't see him getting into the 80s, and I've got a whole bunch of younger center attacking midfielders and center mids and CDMs that would pretty much just get games ahead of him now. And yeah, all right, well, that's just happened. There you go. 3 hours in and another notification. Hopefully this is going to be Maxime Lopez accepting his contract. He has. Yes, beautiful. All right, then welcome into the team, Maxime Lopez. We are done here then. I think that might be about all the players that I want to bring in, you know. I might be selling 1 or 2 more players, maybe loaning one away, but that is that. He ends up being 74 rated, and for 4 million, I think that's pretty good. I think we might have actually gotten him for about his value, maybe even on the cheap. I know he's in the last year of his contract, but I think we've done all right to get him for 4 mil. He's got good agility, good balance, nice pace. The on-ball dribbling is all good as well, only for 74. I'm liking that, you know. 5'6", he's a bit short, but still 3-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves. Can play center mid as well. I'm going to take that. At least we now have a second center attacker midfielder. All right, I'm probably going to take it easy for the next couple of hours, although we're still waiting to hear. Yes, indeed. The player has been sold. It's Jack Colback. He's gone to Stoke. I'm pretty confident anyway, unless I've forgotten. No, that's that. Jack Colback going to Stoke. Was that a necessary transfer? You know what? I'm starting to think I got a bit carried away. I saw a big offer coming in for a player that isn't ridiculously important, and I thought, oh, I could make some good money for him. And in the end, I do. Nearly double his value, Jack Colback, we sell him on for, which I'm happy with. But at the same time, maybe not extremely necessary. At least we've got plenty of backups in that area. And I think we're pretty much done in the deadline day, to be honest. I think even if we were to get anyone, it's probably not going to happen. And if you take a look at the top deals too, it's been bloody quiet as. You've got bloody Areola going to Man City. You've got Sturridge going to, Tottenham Hotspur for 42 million. And Perrin's the top deal at 43 million to Napoli. And I don't think that any other deals can come through now that we're in the final hour. So that is a seriously quiet deadline day. $265 million spent in one day ain't bad though, but at the same time, it definitely, I've seen crazier, that's for sure. Anyway though, we are now out of the transfer deadline day. We are finished with transfers for the season. It is just games to get through and ending the season. And of course, we have the occasional monthly scouting updates like these ones here. Anyway though, we're getting back into games now. We've got a QPR match to play here. It's at home. I'm probably going to sim this game because again, we've played a lot of games in a row. A lot of my players are quite tired. I want to get a bit of a break. Get a bit of a breather to my starting 11 anyway. So I'm going with my second team for a game here against QPR at home. We're going to simulate it. So far, it's a mixed bag, isn't it? They've lost their last 2, but they beat Fulham 2-1. So it's interesting. Let's see what they've got. Skip ahead. Oh, it's a 1-0 loss. Awesome. Sensational. Lynch with a goal. Their defender scores. Number 6. They may be way down the table. We may have been at home. I think it's the second team. That's the only thing I'm going to say. But even then, look at this. 3 days later, we play another fucking game. This is mental. That one's also going to be a home game. You know, I'm going to play the game against Derby. I'm probably going to play the game against Wolves and maybe leave the game for Norwich in the next episode. I reckon that's probably what we'll do. Okay, then. It sounds like a plan. We're playing this game against Derby at home at St. James Park. And look at the team that we've got out there for it as well. You know the guy Moussa Dembele that we picked up and I still haven't given a debut to? Well, he's finally going to start a game. Perez is going to be in behind him at centre attacking midfield. The midfield's pretty much the same right now. Of course, the injury to Shelby means that Servette's got to go in. The defense is the same. Still goalkeeper is Matt Sells. Mate, I'm liking the look of the formation and I'm liking the look of the lineup and we're going to get a look at Moussa Dembele. Bring it on. Here we go. Moussa Dembele's debut then. What have we got in store? He's been ripping it up in Scotland for Celtic. Now we get to take a look at him in Newcastle. Now, in the last episode, I had a bit of a tough time scoring goals. We had 2 games and I only scored the 1 goal and it was an absolute wonder goal. Brilliant strike by, I believe, Servette. So we had to work very hard to get our goals in the last game. Is it going to be the same in this episode? We'll find out though. Of course, with a debut to Moussa Dembele as well. Oh, please, massive. Aarons, can he do it? Blocked again. Dembele, shoot. Blocked again. There's always someone in front. What a tackle by Yedlin. Taking a long time to get it under control, Cyprin. But Yedlin is away. A lot of space. Come on. Ball down into the middle. This is lovely. Richie. It's 1-0. There we go. It's still got very tight. About as tight as it could. But finally, Richie, we take the 1-0 lead. Sent away Yedlin, who just had acres of space, kept on going. Richie was there, took the shot. Thankfully, it finds the corner, into the bottom left-hand corner. Lovely little pass into the back of the net. That's all it takes. Matt Ritchie to get the first goal. Beautiful stuff. We take the lead against Derby. Dembele. Ball's there. Perez, shot saved. Oh, Dembele! Oh, 2-0! Oh, they've turned it over within their own box. What is happening? Moussa Dembele making it 2. Look at this. I just gave it off to Perez. Shot it first time. I was surrounded by players. And look, I don't know. He's not aware. And Dembele just comes running in. It sneaks it off him. Puts it underneath the keeper. He gets bloody completely taken out by the keeper afterward. But he's the one that gets the goal. And there you go. In the first half, I was able to score more goals than I did in the entire last episode. So that's good signs. Moussa Dembele, his goal was a bit unorthodox, is a good way to put it. But he still got it. Within his first, 45 minutes of being in a Newcastle shirt, he's on the board. Need someone to get open. Finally, oh my God, that's not that great of a ball. Pass into there, off to the right. Oh, that is lovely. That is a massively... I don't even know where I was going with that, but that is a very nice move. And DeAndre Yedlin getting on the board. That was kind of funny. I was looking for an adjective to describe that passing move, and in the end, I went with massively. I had no idea what the fuck to follow it up with. That was very funny. But Yedlin, brilliant move, and that is 3-0. It could all go away, though, if we don't keep our heads. Oh, they're putting together a ridiculous move of their own. The ball's still right in front, and another shot, and Sells, another save. It goes right back to Ince, cut off by Lazar, and now Sells with the ball at his feet. That was mad, but thankfully we get away. Come on, run hard, Richie, go. Yedlin, these two are combining lovely. I might try to wait for Dembele to make the move. That's a lovely ball. Dembele gets a little something on it. A glancing header. He's got a brace now, and that's a much better goal than his first one today for sure. But it is 4-0 against Derby County. Can we make it 5? That is the question. Gotta try it again. Another cross. Oh, lovely. Diame with the fucking volley. We nearly scored immediately. How has he missed? Oh my God. Richie is whipping in these incredible balls right now. That would have been a lovely goal. That was actually really fucking close. They have got no one back. Is it a chance at a hat-trick if we can head this ball away? Lascelles. Oh, Will Hughes, you fucking asshole. If that got through, then it's a one-on-one for Moussa Dembele, and we might have been able to get him a hat-trick. Who knows? Is there still a chance? Might still be, you know. There could still be, you know. Let's keep the faith. Anita's got some pace on this guy, that's for sure. I think it is. I think it will be. Dembele. The pass was put behind him as well. What was that effort? That could have been a hat-trick. Annoyed, very annoyed. Anita had the pace, he got away from the defender, and in the end the pass gets put way too fucking far behind Dembele. He doesn't get good contact on it. It rolls to the keeper and he collects it. That's a shame. Oh man, and fucking hell, we were on for not just any old hat-trick, were we? We were on for a debut hat-trick for Dembele, and maybe even a perfect hat-trick, I think, but fuck's sake. We're going to have to settle for the brace. I think that's still a pretty solid debut. No complaints about that performance at all, though. That is a lovely start to this episode. A brilliant game, especially after freaking losing 1-0 to freaking QPR. Getting right back on track beautifully with that. Anyway, let's keep going now. Armstrong still getting drills. Winks still getting drills. And of course, Passlack still getting drills. And I really do want Harry Winks to get up to around about mid-70s now that, of course, we've lost Colback. Rolando Aaron's injury, by the way, actually is going to see him out for 4 weeks. So that means someone else is going to have to go in to fill that left midfield position for a while. And that's either going to be Gouffran or maybe somebody else. At least now we're going to get a full... Oh, well, that's sensational. You're not going to believe... Well, you saw it for yourselves. I literally saw a week-long break until the Wolves game, and I thought, at least now we're going to get a full week-long break. As soon as I started talking, that fucking got rescheduled right in front of me. Well then, since Aston Villa are actually the team that are second at the moment in the table, and that, you know, they're actually, you know, to be fair, 2 games less played than us. If they won them both, they would go top of the table. So this is a very important game. I was going to play that game against Wolves, but now that we've got this Aston Villa game popping up, I think I might actually play this one because it's just of much more significance and of more importance. So that's that. We are going to go up with that team. It's again Anita playing at CDM because of the injury to Shelby. You got Atsu in for the injury of Aarons. You've got Lopez in at centre attack and midfield because Perez is a bit tired as well. And I think apart from that, everyone else is the same. We gave a debut to Dembele and it went pretty well for him. Let's see if it works for Lopez as well. Let's go. And that man right there, ladies and gentlemen, number 27, Maxime Lopez, making his Newcastle debut again. Let's see if this Frenchman does well for us as well. I know recent gets from the French league for Newcastle have not exactly gone down brilliantly, but I have faith in Lopez. Let's see what he's got. Oh, he scored! Wow, what a move. He sized up the defender, somehow got a way to get the ball past him, and right into the bottom corner, beating Sells at his near post. This is some sort of a goal. I can't do much more else than that. I'm right in front. That is something else. And Yedlin just very conveniently almost moves his leg out of the way. Almost like, let's just give Aston Villa a goal nice and early to make things fucking interesting. Oh my goodness me, that is their first attack. I cannot believe it. And that is really going to shake things up at the top of the table if this stays the fucking same way. One ball up the middle. Lopez! Oh, we nearly responded immediately. Saved by Bun. And it's 2. Unbelievable. This Fernandez guy is having a fucking day. Kajia hits the post. It bounces right back to him. It is 2-0. This has been a disastrous start. Absolutely fucking... Why did that fucking reschedule have to happen now? Seriously, it's completely thrown me off. Good tackle. Cyprin. Little ball into there. Doesn't get to him. Cyprin still can't shoot. And he's down injured. Oh, this game come... Oh, for a second, I was about to rage. He was holding his leg and I thought, if I'd just lost another player to injury, I would have been fucking raging. All right, come on. See if we can spin around. Oh, I can see a chance. Oh, yes. Come on. There it is. 1. All right, we've got 1 back. Lovely stuff. Matt Ritchie stealing 1 before halftime. That is a lovely ball, by the way. The slide tackle tried to get there. It just was kept low. It was pretty close to the keeper, to be fair, but still was good enough. Bun's made a fair few saves already today. If he'd stuck out a leg a little earlier, he would have got that. And it looks like, yeah, no, that's not going to happen. Okay, we're going to have to settle for going into the break. 1 goal down. We at least get something back before halftime. We had a shocking start, a very slow start. That Fernandez guy just got fucking crazy footwork on the first goal. Yedlin just moving his foot out of the way, not even trying to block his first shot. Gets the kind rebound on the second, I swear. It was all going their way early days. Ritchie, back to Cyprin. Little ball up the middle again. This could be a moment. Could be a moment. The run's poor. It's not great. We'll get a chance. Atsu, a little fake shot. Decent. Great footwork. Atsu hitting the crossbar. You are kidding me. That should have been it. Good play. Good play. Atsu. Nice step overs. Good. Cross. Decent. Yes. Yedlin. Yes. Oh, yes. There we go. Yedlin 2-2. We have 20 minutes now. We've brought it back. Oh, slide tackle. Does it get there? No. Yedlin. I've missed the tackle. Why? Oh my God, I tackled it in. Oh my God, I tackled it. Fernandez was running right into the path of the ball, got a shot off, and nearly got his hat-trick. Look at this. Tackle's made. He just fucking knows where the ball's going to be. Of course he would. He hits the outside of the post, thank God. That's 2. Ball's up the middle. Lovely ball. Gouffran! Blocked. Oh, I took it too early. Stoppage time. Is there going to be a winner? What was that throw? What is that for a throw? Fucking no idea. Atsu. Now we have to go chase it back. Are we going to lose time because of that? I don't know. Yedlin. Hold it off. Lopez. Oh my God, that's fucking not on. And that's it. Oh, Lopez, shield the ball, mate. That's disappointing. Well, we've come back from 2-0 down after a fast-starting Aston Villa and a quite, I don't want to say fortunate, but Jesus Christ, they had a lot go their way in the first 30 minutes. It was just almost all them. And that man, Fernandez, getting the brace. Thankfully, though, we get it back to 2-2. We get the point from this. And you know what? That's decent enough. I would like to have gotten the win, but what can you do? That'll probably be the last game of this episode, I reckon, guys. I think we might simulate the next game, though, against Wolverhampton and leave it against Norwich, I think, is the game after that one. Yeah, I reckon that sounds good to me. Hopefully it is to you. I know it's an away game, but I'm still going to do it. I mean, if I'm going to lose a game to QPR at home, I fucking don't even care if it's away or at home anymore. Seriously, I don't think I have any control. John Joe Shelby, though, is coming back from injury, and that's a very big bit of news. That's a sensational return. Okay, come on then. Wolves versus Newcastle. We really could do with a win after getting the draw there against Aston Villa. An injury within the first minute. This is a fucking disaster. And it's a 2-2 draw again. Marshall and Edwards got their goals, and Diame and Atsu got ours. And Hanley getting injured. You know, again, Hanley's been injured about 3 or 4 fucking times already in this one season. He is ridiculous. He's more of a liability and more of an injury fucking... He's more of a professional hospital patient than bloody Daniel Sturridge. Fucking staggering. He's out for 8 weeks with a broken collarbone. Grant Hanley he's probably been injured longer than he's been available to play. Our lead at the top might not be as secure as what we think, although to be fair, we're still way ahead of like Leeds, Bristol, Norwich City and Wigan. How funny is it that Bristol City and Wigan are in the top 6 of this championship table, but they're way down the bottom in real life? I don't know, it's funny. But still, Aston Villa though, they're 2 games behind us. If they win both of those games or even win and draw, they're gonna go ahead of us, which is not on. But that'll do it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. It does look like it's going to be a pretty tight finish to the championship season. There's still a few more games left to go, but it's probably likely between both myself and Aston Villa to see who's going to win that championship title. We'll see how things pan out in the next episode. Until then, my name is the MasterBucks, and have a good one.